Hey guys, what's going on? I wanted to talk about a little project that I've been working on in the past. I haven't showed you guys. Um, I built a little shop here. A it's a 6 wide, 6 long by 7 high. Uh, three rafters across the top, just two back sides, and I attached the front of it to my tree house. I had this thing out here. I figured I'd use it for something, and so this is what I got. I got a little heater, little 9,000, what is it, 4,000 to 9,000 BTU heater, hooked up to my a 20-pound tank, which is outside. I got an outside. I got an inside door outside. Got my nice little adjustable lock. That is hard. My sealed in window. Got all my stickers. Most generally up there is probably going to be rags, hammer, general stuff. I was going to put all my wrenches up there, but I remembered I have a toolbox. So I just kept all my wrenches in there. I'm sure I'll find something to put up there eventually. I got a 26-gallon air tank. That's not the motor fort. The motor fort's, well, this is some of it. It's a Husky 26-gallon, 1.7 horse motor. I got it, and the motor was stripped right down, just stripped just enough so that it'd run. It didn't have any oil in it. It didn't have a case to put the oil in. So the piston, the ring, I think I threw the ring away, but the ring was smoked bad. Like freaking smoked. It's not awful. I mean, it's got some ridges on the side here, but it's not too bad. All that's going to be scrapped out cast. Electric motor, what's left of it. I got so it's not very big, but I managed to fit in 26-gallon air tank and a nice working bench. I got my vise, I got radio, I got enough space to do motors on here, small engine motors, which is what I built the shop for, is to do small engine. You can see my little cut stream from the oil. Yeah, it didn't fit, so you had to redneck it, but that's okay. As you can see, the three rafters, I got one there, here, and then that one's on the outside because of the tree sitting right there, so I didn't want to go through all the trouble to cut an extra couple inches off the tree and then in a few years have the tree go back and you can't take the board off. So what I got here is a 5500 aluminum Walmart light. I got my power supply right there. That'll usually last. Yesterday it lasted from 8 o'clock to 12 o'clock, so it lasts about 4 to 4.5 hours on that big battery, and the battery only takes an hour to charge, so it's pretty good output to charge ratio. I got all my screws, my bolts, all that crap down there. I'm going to have all my brake clean, my fogging oil, my seafoam. I don't have any seafoam right now, but as you can tell, I got this on low, and usually in the mornings I'll crank that right up on high just to get it hot in here. And then I'll turn that, either if it's like today where it's somewhat warmer than most days, either that will be on low or this will be on high. And I'll just leave, I won't touch it. And it heats it really well, it does, for the amount of crooked cuts I've got going on here. And it's not worth for a little shop like this just to put foam insulation, then put another wall out like a house. It's not worth it, because right now I have, in the building supplies and everything in here I've already had. That's just stuff that's been in my room. That's from a buddy of mine. That's from a buddy of mine. That I bought Maine Marketplace, and that I bought. But everything, the wood, the screws, the nails, the foam, the well, not really the time, but all the electricity for the cordless tools came to, the door was free. That was my parents, and they gave it to me, so. But that, whew. See, I'll do this, I'll shut that off. Crank this little bastard up. You guys might be thinking, okay, that flame's close here. If I can hold my hand here and the battery's cold and the front of my fingers aren't warm, it's fine. And it's fine over there. It's a little bit loud though, so we'll shut that off for now. But, so with all the building supplies and everything to build it, not including the tools, the motor, all that stuff I had, so that's not a factor, but the 2x4s, all that crap, came to $250 for everything, for the screws, nails, which is, I don't use nails, I got nails for that, but I just bought a box of nails for that crap. Couple boxes of screws, I think it's 2 cans of, I think it's like 3.25 cans of foam for this entire thing. Because that's all. Got my nice matching colored door. That's all foam too. So $250 done. I got a couple leftovers, like stuff like this, little. I had that left over, and I figured, well, I like a bench in here, but I'd like something to put crap under and kind of show what I like to do, and that's wrenches, turning wrenches, and doing woodworking occasionally. And now with a shop, I can have not 6 foot, I can have like 5.5 foot straight across in the vise, plane it, where I got my table right here. I can have my vacuum hooked up to my planer, have a fan. I got this fan mounted to the wall permanently. Well, not permanently, but that's not moving, so that's so I can sit here right at the vise. We stand right at the vise, and the fan's pointing right at me. And plus, when I got the heat going, I can keep the heat up there, blow it down here, because if you go down here, it's like the floor is frozen still. You see my breath. Up here, the ceiling's about 72, so it's pretty perfect in here, because my feet do get hot very quickly, so it's quite nice. Eventually I want to kind of make like something sort of like this in between these two logs right here, because I just got this as parts from that motor, which needs a crank. Not a crank, it needs a connecting rod. So that's the motor, that's the pieces for that. That needs new fuel line, and the carburetor needs gone through. I've been most worried about getting the shop done. So I'm going to make shelf in between these two. I'm thinking this area right here I'm going to leave, just so I can kind of get close and do stuff right here on this corner. 2 box stays. It's not going to get moved. For the shelf, I don't know. In the summertime, I put it at the right height so I could fit once I take this fan off in the summertime, I'm going to fit the wire will be air cannon. And have the door open, because I got the door so that you can lock it there. You can open that, well, I can't do it right now. You can open it up, if these two weren't in the way. I got a little cutout, and I got this bolt so it'll stay open, so I don't have to sit there and push something up against it and try and keep it there. It'll stay there. So what I built this for was to do, good lord, I hate that air leak, hang on. What I built this for was to do small engine repair in the summertime, which I wish I would have thought about this summer, because next summer I got to buy a vehicle. So this is going to be next summer weekends. I'm going to be doing small engine repair in here. And without this heater in here, the block of wood, the compressor's got to stay, the bench has got to stay. Basically, the crap on the floor. Which you'll be getting rid of this line, that piece of steel, boards, that crap. You can fit you can fit like push mowers in here. You can fit, it'd be cramped, yes, but you can do it if it's a rainy day and you want to get something done and it's a motor job. Riding lawnmowers may not fit. If I want to get ambitious and take this board out, open the door, take this sheet of plywood out, then yes, I get a riding lawnmower in here. But I'd have to take this bench out. That bitch is heavy as hell. That's not so much now that I shaved quite a bit off of it. But this is freaking heavy. So, I'm guessing that that's not going to be a practical choice. But you can still do little stuff like if someone came in, they already took the motor off, but they don't, I don't know. Let's say someone took the motor off a riding lawnmower, okay? A little 4-horse, nothing big. They took it off themselves and they can't, it needs a piston. And they want to do it. They bring it in. I can fit, I probably fit 10 of those on this bench and still have enough room to work on this vise. So, that's nice. I got that motor's waiting for a bunch of stuff, so that's why it's sitting there. It's the exact same motor, an 8.5 Tukushkin. I don't know if that's how you say it. The muffler says it on it right here. Tatushkin. So, whatever the hell that is. I got 2 of those. Those will be up for sale next summer. I got two 12 Predator 6.5 horse horizontal shaft motors that will be up for sale next summer. They've only been used for a month each. I just used them on the go-kart, and then the go-kart's clutches went kapooey, and that was it. So those could be like $50 a piece, $45-50 a piece. I think they're up to $150 brand new now, or close to 200. These are going to be like 200 a piece. Nothing wrong with them, it just needs a rod, but the piston on that's beautiful. The cylinder's beautiful. That needs the carburetor and all that crap going through. The piston on that, it's got some use on it, but it's still got plenty of life left. So does the cylinder. There's no holes in any of the blocks or anything over there, so so I think that's gonna be fixed next summer. But I can do a bunch of small engine repair in here. I could do, it's not gonna get cold. I can do a bunch of small engine repairs in here. I can have a couple on the bench. As long as I keep the parts to what motor, then I can have, 10 of those on this bench and be working on all of them at the same time. So I'm going to be doing that next summer, and then it's not going to be just a summer thing. It's just I don't have set up. I got a lot of stuff in here for doing it right now, but I don't have enough money to go buy a roll of fuel line, a roll of whatever. I don't have enough money to go buy 5 gallons of 1030 oil for the motors. I don't have that kind of money right now. So this is pretty much as far as it's going for this winter. Maybe adding a couple more tools to the shed, but that's about it. So I'm going to leave my phone number in the description. And if you guys have something that needs to be worked on, if you guys need it, then you guys call me, whatever, we work some out I might, depending on what it is, I might have enough stuff here to do it right now, because I got a gallon of oil right now. That's all the fuel line I have. I have to go buy